Here's the finished look at the billboard. All the different ice cream cones, different textures, different shapes, using the pencil tool and the pen tool. Just trying both of them in there. And the eyedropper you can use to color. Rectangle tool, just using to evenly split it. A stroke with the width tool on top, using different colors in the eyedroppers to make that shape. Here's two lines with the blend options, and you can adjust that and change the width. Flip these, transform them so you have a symmetrical piece going down the middle, making that grid texture, and then keeping a shape on the outside in order to use it as a clipping path on top of everything. Makes it a little bit easier. The second one, just kind of using a rectangle tool with their widgets to curve the corners, rectangle shapes, and then using the shape builder to build that part out. Just showing a little 3D on how you can make that, group it together, make a little bite right out of it. There's another one that's similar to it, so use the same tools, rectangle tool with the shape builder on top of it, change the widgets, and then here's just using an offset path, shape builder with some of those to subtract it, the widgets to curve it, and gives you some texture on the outside. Here's just the circle again with the widgets, taking the polygon tool to make a triangle, and the direct selection tool to drag it down, making this cone texture. Then just using a brush for the sprinkles on top. Isolation mode, so you can just keep adding more. Gives you all kinds of textures. Again, using the pencil tool for the soft serve. Rectangle with the widgets on the bottom. And then just doing a cross texture pattern. You could use a pattern for this as well. So we'll demonstrate that as we get going here. But then just using the shape on top of it as a clipping path, and that'll give you those isolation sections inside. So here again, duplicating it. Some of them are irregular, so try a couple of those. Place that in the background there. Here's just changing the color. Using the straw, just kind of taking that shape, curving a little bit, duplicating it across with the tool, and this time gave it a gradient. I didn't want to add too much to it, but just to show you where it could go. Here's the circle with the pencil tool, creating the different toppings on there. Making a grid this time without a pattern. We'll do the pattern last year. And putting that right in front of that triangular shape. Using the pencil tool again to do the chocolate chips. Here making a curve in a straight line with the blend tool. And then once you have it, you can expand it and flip it. And that gives you all the grid work that you need. So it's a good exercise, especially in doing this grid pattern. And right now just kind of keeping it all similar. So you have the stroke on top of a fill, or you could actually fill it inside depending on how you like to do it. And it gives you this grid texture. Now this is just a stroke with the zigzag filter, duplicating it, flipping it across, doing a blend, and that gives you this image. Now it won't make the shapes because the top one isn't selected, so select all those points and average them together, and then you can change all those shapes into separate pieces to color. Here it's using a little bit of the gradient style, the third option, to give you that rainbow blend flavor. Polygon tool with the triangle, and this time we'll make a pattern of a square, rotate it for a diamond, go through all the different options till you find the one that makes it fit. And then they have that pattern going all the way around. So you could try that with all of them, but just kind of giving you a selection there. Select some type, make it a color. You can try it. I'm going to keep it white eventually. Blue background, separate layer, and there you have the entire billboard with the ice cream cone.